Hi, I'm Kim. I'm the Director of Learning here at Grand Circus, and we're talking to Drew, who works at Microsoft, and we want to talk a little bit about our .NET Bootcamp and different ways you can use .NET. Drew, could you introduce yourself to our students?
Sure. Hi, everybody. My name's Drew Costakis, and I lead the Microsoft Technology Center in Detroit, which is currently in Southfield. But in about 2 months, we're moving into the Campus Martius building, the One Campus Martius, the former CompuWare, and we're going to have a brand new technology center there. In my job, I work with our largest customers, names you probably know like GM and Ford and Henry Ford Health System and Dow Chemical, etc. And we do about 600 engagements a year with our customers, helping them, we call it digitally transform their business, make their business more efficient using Microsoft technology. So thanks for having me.
Yeah, we're super excited to have you. .NET is such an exciting program that we have here at Grand Circus, and people sometimes have a hard time understanding what is .NET. And so we love talking to people at Microsoft so they can help us explain .NET a little bit better to our students and our prospective students. So could you summarize for me, what is .NET?
Well, a simple way of looking at it is .NET is like this incredible toolbox that you can have as you start to build new things. So it's got all sorts of routines and libraries that you can leverage and saves you a ton of time and a ton of code as you build new systems. That's simply put.
Yeah, simply put, it's a huge tool. And I think one of the things that for me is really exciting for when students are learning .NET is Visual Studio. It's a super powerful tool.
It's one of the best development environments in the world for sure. And I don't know if you know this or not, but Microsoft's first tool that we ever built was a programming language. It was BASIC. So it wasn't an operating system. We started out building development tools so people could build their own applications on the computer. And that's been a core of our business ever since.
Cool, awesome. So people take our boot camps ultimately because they're looking for a career change. They're looking to start a job in technology. So what kind of jobs could I get after I take a .NET boot camp? What kind of jobs use .NET?
Well, the first thing I'd say is respect. Respect for yourself for going after a way to improve yourself and improve your ability to make a living and support yourself and support others and to continue to learn throughout your life. I think that's fantastic.
They're awesome.
And there's many ways that you can learn in life, right? You can go to a full 4-year university, or you can take a program like this. So jobs that you can use with .NET skills, there's great jobs out there. With .NET, you can build all sorts of applications for customers or for startups or for yourself if you wanted to start something yourself. And I think they pay nice. The work environment is interesting and challenging. You can continue to learn. It's just something you can progress with throughout your life. By the way, I checked in the Detroit area. There are hundreds of jobs out there looking for .NET and C# developers. Hundreds.
Yeah, it's awesome. And our .NET students have really interesting, diverse working environments that they go to after our boot camp's over. So we teach 2 different backend languages here at Grand Circus. We teach .NET and we teach Java. So Why learn .NET over Java?
Well, one of the things about .NET, again, it's a framework. Think of it as a toolkit. And that toolkit can be used by somebody, like, as an analogy, is a plumber or is somebody that is a carpenter, etc. There are all sorts of languages that you can use with .NET, not just the C# language. You can use Python. There's about 20 different languages that you can use. So that's something outstanding to consider. The other thing that I think is great about .NET is that it has survived through many changes, right? Originally, it was built to build programs for the Windows platform. You can also, with .NET, now build programs for mobile devices, Android and Apple. And it's also made the transition into this thing that they call cloud computing that everybody's talking about. So all of the customers that we're working with these days that I mentioned earlier, they're working on cloud computing programs to make their businesses more efficient. They're using .NET. Java's a great language. There's no doubt about it. You could have a successful career as a Java programmer. I think .NET is interesting in the range of capabilities that it can build for, and the fact that the ecosystem is open now. We've made .NET open source, and there's some technical advantages as well. But a couple of great choices is the way I'd summarize it.
Yeah, I think so. And I always tell people the magic of Visual Studio is what you get when you when you choose .NET. One of the things that people ask me is that they maybe have a misconception about Microsoft and .NET, and they'll ask us, is .NET a dying programming language? How would you respond to that?
I'd say absolutely not. No, it's booming, if anything. Again, you can look at the number of jobs that are out there in the marketplace that are available. And then also, I think just my personal interaction with customers that are building new systems. Most of our customers, I would say, have a dual cloud strategy and multiple language strategies, but there's so many of our customers that if they develop products, they're only developing on .NET. A great example of that is Quicken right across the street from you guys.
Yeah.
That is a Microsoft shop, true and true. They develop on .NET, case closed.
Yeah, and we are so excited to have you guys down here as our neighbors. We'll be right down the street when you guys move to Campus Marcia, so that's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Well, I don't have any other questions for you. I appreciate you taking the time to chat with us today, Drew. Thank you so much.
Absolutely, and for all the folks that are considering this next step in their life, I salute you. I recommend that you go for it. It is a great environment if you're curious about learning and you like to build stuff. There's nothing like programming as a way to go about doing that. And, Grand Circus has proven themselves to be successful at educating folks and placing them in cool jobs.
Awesome.
So, cheers and good luck.
Thank you so much, Drew. And if you're interested in joining one of our boot camps, please go ahead and check out our .NET bootcamp at grandcircus.co/bootcamps. You can learn everything about our program there. Thanks so much, Drew.
Happy holidays.
See ya.